Last year, the management of our plant decided to improve the processes in production to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in the production of pharmaceuticals and have been on the pharmaceutical market for more than 20 years. We use various pharmaceutical equipment that meets the requirements and standards of GMP for the production of products. At a general meeting on the development of production, the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory proposed to update the analytical and laboratory equipment. Using analytical equipment, monitor the ratings of moisture level, melting time, transparency, dissolution, hardness parameters, thickness, viscosity, many analytical operations to determine the quality of raw materials, finished products. We conducted on technically obsolete laboratory equipment, which often did not provide indicators of verification. I have been working at the plant for 5 years as a leading production technologist. I was tasked by the management to find and buy a unit for dosing the drug into penicillin vials. I began my search, having clarified the necessary parameters with the leading engineer of the analytical laboratory. He suggested choosing a modern machine with automatic regulation of the dosing rate. The engineer advised me to first contact the manufacturers of the equipment. They provide warranty service, drawings, operation manuals, and installation of manufactured equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company in Italy, which produces pharmaceutical equipment, went to their website, and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the desired parameters and features of the machine. I didn't specify a particular centrifuge. I wanted to see what they could offer me. 1 week later I got the answer, that they don't produce the unit for dosing drug into penicillin vials, but they can develop and produce it, if the customer wants, by the end of next year. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had passed the request on to the design department, and that she would contact me when she got an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up looking for an analyzer on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of laboratory equipment for the production of drugs. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really specializes in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this I found his website and thoroughly studied the information on it. He suggested a machine option that was popular with customers and proven in production. I agreed to consider it. The manager emailed me the passport and the instruction manual of the equipment. He also offered to perform a turnkey delivery. I liked the recommended variant of the equipment, and I agreed it with the management. A week later we made a contract for the supply of an automatic unit for dosing medicines into penicillin vials, and 20 days after making the contract the manager called me and told me that the equipment was ready and would be delivered in a week. The unit was a movable dispenser, which carried out the filling from 2 elements at once. A plastic stand with holes was provided for the penicillin vials. The laboratory engineer, including myself, was pleased with the proposed installation for dispensing the drug into penicillin vials. I realized that I had made the right choice of a professional to supply the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to detail, and I was lucky to find such a person when selecting the equipment.